What's going on, guys? What's going on, Thai Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, my top five WWE all-time greatest wrestlers, all-time greatest WWE wrestlers. And this list is of Hall of Famers, of wrestlers now. And my top five, um, my top five of WWE wrestlers is different than anybody else's top five WWE wrestlers or any wrestlers at all. And this is kind of tough because at number five, we got Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is a great wrestler. She's a great wrestler. The reason I have her at number five is because she has won a lot of matches in her career. And she is going to be a Hall of Famer one day. She is going to be a WWE Hall of Famer one day. Because when we look at when we look at her career and we say she has won a lot of matches and she is a part of Raw SmackDown roster, we could say that Charlotte Flair has to be on the all-time anybody's greatest of all-time wrestlers list, because we know what she brings to the ring, and she won the belt back in 2012 and probably twice, and I think with that, Charlotte Flair has to be number five on my all-time wrestling list. I'm not saying like she would be like top five, top four of my favorites, but I would put her at top in that category of top five wrestlers. Number four is Ric Flair. Ric Flair did wrestle in the WWF when it was called the WWF, and now that in the WWE. Ric Flair, the same thing. Like, Ric Flair did have a cool intro, and I think when we look at his matches, like, he went against The Rock, he went against Hulk Hogan, he went against Triple H. Like, that era that Ric Flair was in, I would have to say is kind of interesting. And I am like, it's kind of interesting that I have like a father-daughter in my top five of all time great wrestler WWE list, because like I said about Charlotte Flair, she can bring what she can bring in the ring. We know what she can bring. We have seen a lot of similar moves to like her dad and what he has done, but Charlotte Flair has a different kind of style and different kind of moves in the ring than her dad, but it's kind of interesting that I put both of them in my top five, in this top five list. Number four, um, is Randy Orton. Randy Orton has won a lot of championships. He is going to be a WWE Hall of Famer one day. Like, we've seen matches between him and John Cena, him and John Cena, and him versus The Rock. We have seen that. But when we bring up Randy Orton and say that he has had a ton of fights, a ton of matches in the WWE, like the recent one that I can bring up, I think, is him versus Big E. And I think when you say like I know I don't have Big E in my all-time greatest wrestlers of all time, or like anybody. If I did miss anybody in this list of all-time wrestlers, then I don't know. That's everybody has their own opinion about who's the all-time wrestlers and who's in that category. In number 3, I got Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair has won a lot of matches. She has been a champion. Her career so far has been amazing to see in the WWE. Like, the way that she came up from the development league to being a champion in the WWE is just amazing to see there. And I have to put her on this list. I have to put Bianca Belair on this list just because how her development is on this in the WWE, how she came up from the development league and still developing her way into the ring. Because she is now on that pedestal of lady wrestlers like Charlotte Flair, like Nikki Bella, like Becky Lynch. She is in that category with those wrestlers, and I have to put her in that conversation and on this list. And the other wrestler is The Undertaker. I have to put The Undertaker in here because there are certain reasons why I have to put in The Undertaker here. Like, he had sneaky moves in the ring. He snuck up on different wrestlers when they didn't know it. He won a lot of matches. I have to put him on this list. Like, I just have to, like, you have to not leave Undertaker or The Rock or The Miz or John Cena or Roman Reigns off this list. I mean, off any list of WWE. The next wrestler is The Rock. Like I said before, you can't leave The Rock off this list. You can't leave The Miz off this list. You can't leave anybody off this list. And the reason why I'm going to say this is because of what The Rock has done for the WWE and how he has changed the WWE. Because when we think of the WWE, the first three kind of wrestlers that we think of are The Rock, are the Undertaker, are Hulk Hogan, are The Miz. Like, the list just goes on and on because there's a lot of wrestlers that are on this list. And the next list of all time wrestlers is the next wrestlers are Triple H and Hulk Hogan. When we put Hulk Hogan in this conversation, we have to say that Hulk Hogan and Triple H have to be tied for number 2, have to be tied for number 1. Because we know what both of these guys can bring, what both of these guys brought to the ring. Like, we seen Triple H, we seen how Triple H was able to do it. We seen how the great Hulk Hogan was able to do it. And when I think of these two guys and how I put them as tied of number 1, it's kind of like interesting when you think of it, because both of these guys, like, you can put The Rock, John Cena in that conversation, but when you think about Hulk Hogan, when you think about Triple H, those are two guys that you can't leave off this list, or any list at all. But guys, sub if you're new, and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And peace, everybody. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And peace.